Before you can figure out where you're going, gotta look back at where you've been. There's things that happen that seem like they didn't mean nothing at the time. But then you realize they mean everything.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I'm back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and this one right here is The Death of Famous Explained. Now, this will be a multiple part series kind of thing too, because I'm going to be doing, pretty much making my predictions on all the major characters that I think can possibly fall this particular season. And to me, Famous is very high on the list. In fact, he probably is the highest for me. But yeah, because you could just tell how the story is building up for Famous and stuff like that. How he, obviously he's in jail and stuff right now. But you can just tell by the term of events that's taking place with him, how him and Kanan's relationship is going bad, and all of those things, that his time is slowly approaching. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this video. So, we're going to start the things off with, I know a lot of glad niggas been saying, because I remember I kind of mentioned this before, earlier this year, and they glad niggas were trying to tell me, Famous in jail, how he going to end up getting killed and stuff. And that's kind of goes back to the group of people that believes Famous is the guy that Kanan was in jail with in season 1 of the original Power. And I said it then, and I'm going to say it now. I don't believe that was Famous. I believe Famous was killed by someone, and whoever was behind the killing of Famous, Kanan had to be responsible for it. So that's what we need to be looking at. What is it that could happen that Kanan can be responsible for the death of Famous? Now, you could make a case to say maybe Famous took a charge for him. Because as we know, as hardcore Power fans, we know that Kanan named his son after Famous because his government name is Sean Figueroa. So we know that. So they have the same name. And I seriously doubt it's just a coincidence that, Kanan's son have the same name. He probably named him after his best friend. Pretty sure. So, with that being said, folks, you could make a case and say, oh, that's the reason why, because Famous took a charge for him. Seriously doubt that, because that wouldn't make the same storyline as someone who took a bullet for you, right? It wouldn't give you that same type of sympathetic guilt like someone who took a bullet for you and died trying to protect you, or died just because they was in the wrong place, wrong time. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the next one. So, how I think will go on, like I said, I believe Famous will get out of jail. He won't stay in jail that long. I'd say he'll be in jail 5 episodes of this new season at the most. But some kind of way, you know how Power does it, they're going to write it in that something happens to get Famous out. And when he does get out, it's going to be because of they didn't have any evidence. The lawyer, they're going to get a good lawyer to get him out. Something is going to happen to get him out. Some people even, suggested that he might be a snitch and he ends up getting killed because of being a snitch. I don't believe that's true because you can just tell the way Famous has been doing. Like he could have, he could have talked when they was saying they wanted him to snitch on Howard. He had no reason whatsoever to protect Howard. But he still decided to, hold it down. So with that being said, that tells me that Famous isn't a snitch. So I think it's going to be something about they're going to get him a good lawyer or something's going to happen that he's going to get out. And the reason why I got this particular image here, because this comes from when he was performing the song 411. Now, at the end of season 3, the song 411, was starting to get some heat because I forget this lady's name, but the lady that was over the bar with Lou. She had a friend that was a rich music exec or something like that, right? And he was interested in Famous' song. So he was trying to put Famous on, but Famous had to find Lou because he was the producer. So with that being said, I believe once Famous will finally get out, of jail, he's gonna connect back with that guy and start to really blow up. In fact, since he went to jail, I think that's probably gonna give him more material to write even more songs, right? So that's what I'm predicting is gonna happen with him. But as we know, how they do up in This Is Power, when these characters are being built up to look like they're about to get a happy ending, it never ends well for them. So now let's go ahead and get into how I think the death of Famous will occur. Now some have suggested that the people, Freddie had a crew. Like I even seen my boy Nate Almighty kind of touched on this. And I'm going to go a different direction from that. Yes, Freddie did have a crew, and they could come back to hunt Famous. And maybe they'll be the ones who take him out. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that it'll be Freddys Crew, and this is the reason why, because it goes back to what I said at the beginning. Whatever takes Famous out, it has to be something that's going to be, something that sticks with Kanan and kind of hunts him. That makes him, name his son after him. So if Famous was the one who took out, Freddie, and Freddys Crew was the one who came back and got him, that wouldn't stick with Kanan like that. I mean, it would still hurt him, of course, because that's his best friend, but it wouldn't stick to him like this one would. And this is Bu20. As we know, in season 1, Kanan and D-Wiz took out Bu20. And we never seen Bu20's people retaliate. We heard Rock and, Unique talk about his people are, trying to find out who did it, and they've been, it's been a lot of chatter about it, but we never really seen anyone make a move in retaliation to Bu20's death. But you best to believe, how they love those stories come back to hunt people. And I believe that it is very much possible that they will come back to retaliate. And when they do, they're going to be hunting Kanan. Because obviously Famous really didn't have nothing to do with that. But I think, let me go ahead and touch on this situation right here real quick. Hold on. As we know, in season 3, Famous and Kanan's relationship kind of got a little rocky because Famous took some money from Rock first, and Kanan didn't like that. And also, Rock put a gun up in Kanan's bag and got him in trouble with school. Famous knew about it and didn't say anything until later on. So Kanan was also very much upset with Famous about that. And as you can see here, He even had Ronnie coming at him, jacking him up, threatening him. Their relationship wasn't the best, but you could tell because in this same scene, he got Ronnie up off Famous, and he even told Famous, what to do. I mean, how to find Lou, because this is when Famous was looking for Lou because of, the new deal he was getting with that music producer guy. So you could tell that Kanan still had love for Famous. He just was a little upset with him. And then, of course, the last episode, Famous came back to tell Kanan that Rock was shot at by Ronnie. So, that just lets you know that they do still have a bond, right? And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because it just makes the build-up for the story that much stronger. Because think about it. They were on rocky terms, and I think they're going to probably just get back to building up that brotherly love again. And then, boom, Bu20s people comes by spraying, and I think they're going to be looking for Kanan. Something's going to happen that's going to relate to letting Bu20s people know that it was indeed Kanan who was behind the death of their homie Bu20, and they're going to come for revenge. And when they do, they're going to be spraying at him, and it's going to be Kanan. They're looking for it, but Famous is going to be there, and he's going to be the one that ultimately takes the bullet. And I think this is going to be probably before Famous gets ready to head out to go on tour or something like that. I can guarantee you almost there's going to be some kind of BS like that, because that's always how it happens. When you think they about to get a happy ending, it's snatched away from them. So, with that being said, that will leave Kanan speechless, and I think it's going to turn him even more cold, because now he has lost. This is probably going to be the closest person that he lost to him. And I think later on, Rock probably will be out of here soon too. But, this is going to turn him more and more to the Kanan that we all got to know in the original Power. So, pretty much, that's all I got for y'all as far as this particular video. So definitely let me know in the comments what y'all think of this particular, theory. Could you see Famous being taken out by Bu20s people in retaliation to the death of Bu20? And they're going to be trying to take out Kanan, but ends up hitting Famous instead. That is my prediction on how I think he will be taken out. And I've been saying it for a while, and I'm going to stick with it. Pretty soon, I hope they go ahead and give us a release date on when we're going to get Raising Kanan. So I'm hoping it's December, but hey, they might even push it to January. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm pretty sure we should be, even if we don't get it coming in December, we should be at least getting a trailer coming in no later than December. But until then, I guess we just gotta wait, keep on coming up with our own theories and predictions. But like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video,